Today we'll be working with dates and calculations. In Excel, a date is portrayed as a numeric format. In this screenshot, you can see how by typing in the date, it gives you how many days it's been since the first day a spreadsheet was used. First, I will demonstrate how to calculate today's date in an Excel spreadsheet. To find today's date in Excel, we are going to start with naming the sheet working with dates. In the G cell, we are going to put equals today parentheses. And underneath that cell, we will type 365 for the amount of days in a year. This will later help us find how many years since a date. Dates can also be used to solve math problems in an Excel spreadsheet. We will practice these types of math problems by finding the number of days between specific events. To continue off the spreadsheet we started earlier, we will now create a row of naming the events we'll be focusing on, their dates, and how many days it has been since the starting date. To adjust the cell so all of the writing is showing, I will demonstrate how to move the column. You have to move over the column line and move it to the right until all of the text is available. I'm now going to list all of the events that I'm going to calculate. Now I will write the dates of each of these events in the cell directly to the right. In the how many days since then column, I'm going to write equals $G $1 minus B4 to calculate the number of days it has been since the first event, which is the first day of school. The dollar signs are important because they allow the code to lock, and you can use the fill handle to make the calculations quicker. To use the fill handle, you hover over the bottom right corner of the cell and drag to the last event. In the next cell to the right, I will now demonstrate how to calculate how many years it's been since this event. To do this, we will type in equals C4 divided by $G $2. We will now use the same fill handle tool as before. Next, I will show how to find a date in so many days. In a new spreadsheet, I have already typed out the title of the sheet and started the next cell down with today is. I now type in the same code we used in the sheet before, which is equals today parentheses. I now want to find what the date will be in 10 to 100 days in multiples of 10. In order to use the fill handle in this case, we must enter at least 3 numbers before dragging, so the spreadsheet knows what multiple to find. In the next column over, we will now enter equals $B $2 plus A3. After this first date, we will be able to use the fill handle to easily find the rest of these dates. Now I will revisit the first example and demonstrate how to find how many days and years it has been since my date of birth. I wanted to highlight one specific example without using the fill handle. I will now title the spreadsheet Working with Dates also. I will also repeat the same steps as the previous example by typing in the G1 cell today equals today parentheses and the number 365 underneath. Next, I'm creating titles for the event, name, date, and how many days it's been since. Here you will see me enter the information as before. After I enter all the same information, in the D5 cell, instead of numbers being shown, we will see hashtags. And in order to see the correct number, we will use the sliding tool as previously demonstrated. Once the correct number came up, it wasn't in the correct formatting, so we'll have to change the format to number. To review, today we have learned how to find how many days are between today's date and a specific event. We have also learned how to calculate a date in so many days. I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching.